Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye, and let me holler at you real quick. Understand that in life, no one's going to hand you anything. Sometimes you're going to have to be the problem before you figure out what the solution is. You're going to have to command your respect, and you're going to have to go kicking down doors because no one's going to hold the door open for you. Never back down. A lot of people are going to try to, in order to maintain a spot, they have to make sure that you don't get one. In order to maintain a spot, they got to make sure that you're not even in the running to even have a chance to have a spot. They're going to try to gatekeep and make sure you can't even get in, that you can't even try to attempt to get in. You can't back down. Don't just be like, oh, it's okay. Maybe it wasn't meant for me. No, you're going to have to go out there kicking and screaming. Never back down. Command your respect. The reason why you don't want to do it is because you don't want to, rock the boat. You don't want to be difficult. You don't want to, be seen as you're doing too much or you're this or you're that. No, in order to find your success, you're going to have to be difficult. You're going to have to be the bad guy. They're going to have to say that you're doing too much. In order to get that, you can't back down the first time someone gives you pushback on what you want to do. They didn't do that, so why should you? They're not saying, holding themselves back. They're not afraid to rock the boat. They're not afraid to be seen as difficult or pushy or whatever, but you're afraid. In order to get to the top, you're going to have to make people upset. You're going to have to make people mad. Understand that just you existing rubs people the wrong way. So now you're not going to go for what you want, that you deserve. Never back down to nobody. Understand that they human just like you. They are not gods. There's only one. So understand that you can't back down to the status quo. You can't submit to whatever they got going on. So you have to look at a different position of, okay, they trying to make sure that they trying to phase me out and I'm not going to allow that. You're going to have to kick the door down. No one's going to hold the door open for you. No one's going to hand you the opportunity. You're going to have to make value within yourself. You're going to have to create value within yourself to get the opportunity. Some people are going to intentionally put roadblocks in front of you so you can't even have an opportunity, so they can keep theirs. Because understand that good people see the good in you, but also evil people and evil spirits see the good in you too. That's why they want your energy. So they see you as a threat. Your existence is a threat to the status quo. Your existence is a threat to the regime. So you can't back down. And why do you want to? Why do you hold your head down and say yes to everything? Why do you hold your head down and let people talk to you any type of way? Sometimes in order to get respect, you're going to have to be okay with being disrespectful. To get that respect, you're going to have to be able to get down with the disrespect, because they have no problem disrespecting you. And it's not about fighting. It's not about fighting. It's not about confrontation. It's about, hey, I'm setting boundaries. That's not going to fly. We not doing that. It's not about getting into fights, arguments, and strife. I would never advocate that. But I'm saying that, I want to, you, whatever you want to be, if there's other people in that lane, you're going to have to set that boundaries and put your foot down and say, hey, I'm here too. I want to be the best too. And you're not going to phase me out just because you feel like I'm a threat to what you got going on. You're not going to phase me out just because me existing is making you feel like you small. That's not my fault. I didn't do nothing to them. You didn't do nothing to them. It's not your fault that you trying to make some of yourself. Who are they to say, oh, they can make some of themselves, but you can't? Who made that rule? Never back down. Don't submit to the status quo. Don't fall into submission to that regime. Never back down. You want to be a dancer? Man, dance. Dance is the best as you can be. Don't be like, oh, well, they're mad at me because I came in and now I'm at the top spot. Well, you got the top spot because you can dance the best. You can sing the best. Your painting was the best painting. Why are you feeling bad for being good? You deserve to feel good about yourself. If you cross across the finish line and you got first place, you shouldn't be like, well, everybody feels a certain type of way. Well, yeah, because they wanted to win, but you did. So don't feel bad. Never back down to what anybody got going on. And like I said, don't even entertain that. How you win, how you not back down. Let's say you don't want to get in a confrontation. That's fine. Just keep striving, keep living, keep winning. All you have to do is just be yourself. You don't gotta fight with nobody. You don't gotta get into arguments or confrontation with nobody. Let them do that on their own. You can distance yourself from that. All you have to do is just keep being you and succeeding and winning. Whatever you doing that brought you here, that's what you got to keep doing. There's going to be roadblocks in the way that's going to try to get you. They're going to try to get you out of the race. They're going to do shady tactics, but cheaters never prosper. Cheaters never prosper. Them trying to rig the game for you to lose is only going to X themselves out of the game by doing that. You can't do that in the wrong way. You can't go things about the wrong way doing tactics and then expecting good results. So don't be mad that they trying to rig the game for you to lose. They cheating themselves out of their legacy by doing that, because nobody is going to remember people who tried to rig the game and use shady tactics in the positive light. They're going to remember them in the negative light. But no matter what was in front of you, remember, you still faced the adversity and came out on top. You will be remembered. You will have admiration. You will have a legacy because you never backed down. And people will give you that respect because no matter what was in front of you, you kept going. And people love that story. People love that story of that never quit attitude. That's someone that had everything against them and they still won. And that's you. Never back down. Don't dig your head in the sand. Don't be nobody's punching bag because you afraid to rock the boat and command your respect. Man, let them know face to face, mano y mano, that I'm here and you gonna be the best artist, dancer, lawyer, doctor, singer, rapper, model, whatever it is, wrestler, basketball player, football player, whatever it is. Let everybody know unapologetically that I'm not backing down just because you threatened by my success and because I'm riding high. Don't let nobody do that to you. Never back down. Stand up, stand firm, dig your feet in the sand. Don't dig your head in the sand, dig your feet in the sand. Plant your feet in the sand and say, I'm here, I ain't going nowhere, whether you like it or not. And be unapologetic about it. And as much as people feel threatened about it, a lot of people that's going to look up to you for doing that is going to respect it. And you're going to give people the confidence to do the same. So stand firm, my friend, and everything will fall into place. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, and subscribe. We love you, family. We growing family. Much love and much appreciated. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.